Hi, I'm Dr. David Geyer, orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, and I provide information and education and commentary on injuries and injury treatments and injury prevention to athletes and active individuals, probably like yourself, so that you can stay healthy and perform your best. And there've been a couple times each year. It's happened, I'm a big sports fan, so I see this watching the highlights periodically. About once or twice a year, you'll see this horrible footage of a Major League Baseball pitcher that gets hit in the head or hit in the face with a line drive that's hit off the bat. And those balls coming off the batter's bat basically travel about 100 miles an hour. The pitcher has really no time to get out of the way, but you can see some really scary injuries. I know it only happens, like I said, 1 or 2 times a year, and I talked to Dr. Gary Green. He's the medical director of Major League Baseball, and he talks about some efforts that they've done to try to prevent these. But again, they're very rare. But when those injuries occur, really bad things can happen. You can get skull fractures, and those skull fractures can cause epidural or subdural hemorrhages that can be really, really life-threatening, and people in theory could die, even though I think in Major League Baseball only one baseball player has ever died that way, and that was way back in the 1920s. It can happen. There was a minor league base coach that got hit in the head who died, Mike Coolbaugh, a few years ago, so it can definitely happen. So although these are really rare events, they're really scary and really bad things can happen. So what can we do to potentially minimize these injuries? So I want to throw out an idea that may be fairly radical. And that's the idea maybe that pitchers wear helmets, or even helmets with facial protection to minimize the chance of fractures of the bones around the eye or the jaw or injuries like that. Now, there's some points to kind of keep in mind, though, that I think are worth discussing. I would be willing to bet, and Dr. Green mentioned this as well, that it can be really tricky to convince Major League Baseball pitchers to ever consider wearing a helmet or a helmet with facial protection. And if you're going to have facial protection, it would have to be to a helmet, because the padded cap even, or just the regular cap, isn't rigid enough to hold the facial protection. But one of the challenges would be to get pitchers to wear it. One, again, it's very rare, and two, they're going to tell you it might alter their vision or their ability to hold a base runner on. Or it may just feel awkward and they don't feel really comfortable with their normal pitching motion. Anything that alters their motion may just alter their delivery, their location millimeters, and that may convince them not to try it. So one thing we might have to do if we're going to go to helmets or helmets with facial protection is to do something similar to what ice hockey did years and years ago, which is to sort of grandfather them in. You don't make the people that are currently in the pros wear them, but maybe you institute it at the youth level. You know, 8, 9, 10, 12-year-old pitchers wouldn't know any different. So when they start pitching, if they had to wear a rigid helmet or a helmet with facial protection, they ultimately get used to wearing it. It's like wearing a seatbelt. You know, when people first were required to wear a seatbelt, it felt awkward. But now it's just something you do. You sit in the car, you put on the seatbelt. It just feels normal. It's part of the act of driving. And for youth pitchers, that would be normal to them. And then as they get into high school and college and the minor leagues and the pros, they've never known anything else. Now, there may be a simpler way, rather than wearing a helmet, that might influence some of these injuries. And this again gets at youth pitching. And that's to teach mechanics of pitching such that when they go through the follow-through and they end their motion, they end it by looking at home plate, looking at the batter with their glove up. They end in the position. If you want an example of this, go back and watch the technique of Greg Maddux. He always ended looking at the plate with his glove up, ready to field. So if that ball came rocketing back at him, his glove was ready to protect him, but better yet, he could catch the ball, get it to first base. He won 18 gold gloves, and his technique is largely the reason. Now, by the time you hit minor and Major League Baseball, it's going to be too late to change your mechanics. But if you could learn that at a youth level, you know, not only are you going to potentially prevent those really serious injuries, but you're going to become a better fielder. So parents and coaches of young pitchers, that's something you need to get them to learn right away. Okay, so what do you think about this? Are we making a big deal about something that almost never happens? Certainly comment on this video and let me know that. Or if you have any other tips or maybe ideas about helmets and facial protection, thoughts on that, definitely I want to hear those as well. So below this video, leave your comments. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I'll reply to them as well. Definitely leave your comments in the blog post below this video if that's where you're seeing this as well. Now, if you have young kids that are pitchers, share this video with them. Have them watch it. Or if you have friends that are parents or coaches of young baseball players, share this video with them and get their thoughts. See what they think. I'd love to hear from them as well. Now, if this video is helpful, I would love for you to subscribe to my video channel. Just click the link below and you can get videos like this on injuries and injury treatments and injury prevention every week. And I think that hopefully I can help you in all sorts of sports, not just baseball. And I would love it. There's so many resources that I share, really free resources on ways to stay healthy and perform your best that I only share by email. So go to my website, drdavidgeyer.com, and sign up for my email list. You'll get a free copy of an ebook I wrote on injury prevention that applies to team sport athletes and individual athletes that just like to run or lift weights. And it could be adults, it could be youth athletes. It's called The Year of the Healthy Athlete. You'll get that absolutely free. I would very much appreciate it if you'd sign up. So go to my website and you can get that. That's it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts on baseball helmets and facial protection for pitchers, and I look forward to seeing you next time.